It's currently the easiest time to be alive in all of history, and men are more depressed than ever. But how is that possible? I mean, that feels so contradictory. Well, if you think about it, instant gratification is everywhere. Companies figured out that it sells, and now everything is built around it. Amazon Prime, that's a $10 a month subscription just to get packages faster. That's why we're paying for it. And I get it, I have it too, but when everything in your life is designed for instant comfort, I mean, why would you go talk to a woman when everything you want is available on the screen? Why would you leave your house when Netflix exists? Our lifestyles are honestly embarrassing. We do nothing, then we complain about everything. And I was right there with you. Not too long ago, my life was go to work, come home, hop on video games, watch Netflix, eat junk, repeat every single day. I mean, does that sound familiar? That's what happens when society has trained us to be so unmasculine. We're taught that masculinity is toxic, that it's a bad thing. And it can be, but that's not what I'm talking about. When I talk about masculinity, I'm not talking about women, cars, and money. I'm talking about living a life with purpose, feeling real pressure, and instead of shrinking from it, standing against it and fighting your way through. But in modern society, that barely exists anymore. You say you want to be great, but greatness isn't something you're born with or magically handed to you. Greatness is earned. And a lot of your lifestyles aren't aligned with it. If your driving force is, I want to get rich so I never have to do anything, why bother? You already don't do anything. Every single day you clock out, go home, and do absolutely nothing to push yourself. And society has made that not just acceptable, but normal. Here's the truth. If your goals and your lifestyle aren't aligned, greatness will never even know your name. See, you've been sold a lie about what a real man looks like. Culture tells you a man is the one with the most women, the most money, the least accountability. But that's not a man. That's a boy with resources. A man is defined by what he's willing to sacrifice, what he's willing to stand for, what he refuses to run from. And if you want the greatest example of masculinity that has ever walked this earth, look at Jesus. Not the soft, watered-down version they sell you. The real one. The man who flipped tables in righteous anger, who walked knowingly into his own torture and death without flinching, who loved so fiercely he died for it. That's a man, and that standard should terrify most of us. If you actually knew what the Bible said about your masculinity, you would be trembling. I'm sure some of you have heard that you need to find yourself a Proverbs 31 woman, that real femininity has disappeared. But here's what nobody tells you. You, at your current state, aren't worthy of a Proverbs 31 woman, because you aren't living up to what the Bible calls you to be as a man. The Bible defines true masculinity as being willing to lay down your life for the people you love, just as Christ did for the church. And you're out here complaining about not finding the right woman. But you won't face the slightest adversity. You complain about not looking the way you want to, but you do nothing about it. You complain about not feeling the way you want to, but you won't eat right. You complain about not having a woman, but you aren't even half the man you'd need to be to actually serve her. Now, I don't say any of this to bring you shame. I say it to give you conviction. And I know society has told you that conviction is a negative feeling, something to avoid, something to medicate or cope with. But here's what nobody tells you. Shame and conviction are not the same thing. Shame is feeling bad about something you can't control, your height, maybe your skin color, maybe a disability. That's shame, and you should never carry that. But when you feel bad about your weight, that's not shame. That's conviction. When you feel bad about your habits, your laziness, your lack of discipline, that's not shame, that's conviction. Conviction is the discomfort you feel over the things you actually have the power to change. And conviction isn't a negative. Conviction is a compass. It's pointing you directly towards the man you know deep down you're supposed to be. And here's something that nobody wants to say out loud. A lot of people who hate Christianity, they don't actually hate the theology. They hate the conviction. They feel that discomfort sitting in church or reading the scripture, and they mix it up with shame and they run. They tell themselves Christianity is bad because of how it makes them feel. But that feeling isn't Christianity condemning you. That's God showing you the gap between who you are and who you're called to be. And I want to be clear, nobody lives up to that standard. Nobody, not me, not the pastor, not anyone. But that's not an excuse to dismiss the whole thing just because it makes you feel uncomfortable, especially as men. We are called to lead, to guide our families, to set the standard in our households. And you can't lead anyone anywhere if you can't even face yourself. So now I hope you realize masculinity isn't just about you. It's time to stand up as men. And if you can't do it for yourself, do it for your family, your children, the people who are watching you, whether you realize it or not. Face adversity head on. Stop giving in every time it comes knocking. Right now, I want you to identify the 3 things in your life that are standing between you and the man you're called to be. Is it your weight? Is it lust ruling over you? Is it neglecting your wife, your kids, the people who need you? Is it pride? Is it self-pity? Look within yourself and ask 3 questions. What does the man I want to be actually look like? What are 3 things he doesn't carry that I'm still holding on to? And how do I start changing them today? Because I need you to understand the cost of not changing. You see, my biggest fear in life is not death. It's that one day a situation will arise where I'm not strong enough to save someone I love. And I'll know it was my fault because I didn't put in the work when I had the chance. That fear drives me every single day. And I want that fear to drive you too. Deciding every single day to face adversity, it's hard. But the consequences of staying the same will forever be harder. It's not a matter of if that moment comes, it's a matter of when. So choose today. Become the man you've always known you could be. Be prepared for every single moment life throws at you, because the payout for becoming the man will forever be worth every single ounce of the anguish it took to get there.